What if a single choice made in a moment of vanity could topple cities and decide the fate of nations? That's exactly what ancient storytellers believed happened when a golden apple rolled across a wedding banquet and into the pages of myth. In this video, we'll unravel the tale of the judgment of Paris, a divine beauty contest whose prize set off a cascade of events leading directly to the Trojan War. From a snubbed goddess's spiteful gift to a shepherd prince's fateful decision, this story shows how the gods' quarrels spilled into the mortal world and changed history. Our tale begins in the distant age when gods and mortals mingled. Thetis, daughter of the sea god Nereus and mother of the future hero Achilles, was coveted by Zeus and Poseidon. A prophecy revealed that any son she bore would become greater than his father. So the gods withdrew and arranged for her to marry a mortal, the Myrmidon king, Peleus. Their wedding atop Mount Pelion was a momentous affair. Deities from every corner of the cosmos gathered to celebrate the union that would eventually produce Achilles. The festivities were lavish, golden goblets overflowing with nectar, lyres and flutes filling the air with music. But one deity was conspicuously absent. Eris, the personification of discord, had been left off the guest list because of her habit of fomenting quarrels. In some versions, she waited outside the feast, seething. In others, she tended the golden trees of the Hesperides. Either way, she plotted revenge. She snatched a golden apple from the sacred orchard and carved on it the word Callisti, to the fairest. Hidden in a cloud or disguised as a shadow, she infiltrated the banquet and tossed the apple into the circle of goddesses. What had been a joyous celebration turned into a competition of vanity. Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite each lunged for the shimmering prize, convinced that divine beauty entitled her to the title. Before we go on, if you're enjoying this journey through myth and legend, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps these ancient stories reach new audiences, and it lets you join us for more tales of gods, heroes, and forgotten wars. The argument quickly became heated. Hera, queen of the gods and protector of marriage, insisted that the apple was hers because she ruled the heavens alongside Zeus. Athena, goddess of wisdom, crafts, and strategic war, countered that true beauty came from intellect and skill. Aphrodite, goddess of love, pleasure, and irresistible charm, scoffed at both, confident that her allure surpassed all others. Each goddess invoked her domain, power, wisdom, or love to justify her claim. As voices rose and tempers flared, the gods looked to Zeus for judgment. The king of the gods, fully aware of the disaster that would ensue if he favored one goddess over the others, refused to declare a winner. To avoid personal risk, he decided to delegate. He ordered Hermes, the fleet-footed messenger, to escort the contenders to a mortal chosen for his fairness. Paris, a prince of Troy, who was at that moment living as a shepherd on the slopes of Mount Ida. Paris's backstory is significant. A prophecy at his birth foretold that he would be the cause of Troy's downfall, so his parents, King Priam and Queen Hecuba, reluctantly abandoned him on the mountainside. A compassionate herdsman found and raised him. Though unaware of his royal lineage, Paris became known for his handsome appearance and his judicious temperament. One myth recounts how he fairly judged a contest between a bull owned by Eris and his own prize bull, drawing the attention of the gods. These qualities convinced Zeus that Paris could arbitrate the divine dispute. Hermes led Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite down the mountain trails to the rustic glen where Paris tended his flocks. The shepherd prince was surprised to see three luminous figures and the winged messenger approach. Hermes explained Zeus's command and presented the golden apple. Then the goddesses began their appeals. Hera stepped forward first. Draped in royal robes, she promised to crown Paris Lord of Europe and Asia. He would rule over countless kingdoms, wealth and majesty at his feet. Athena followed, clad in armor and helm. She offered him unparalleled wisdom and the skills to become invincible in war, promising glory on the battlefield and the admiration of all Greece. Finally, Aphrodite, adorned with flowers and radiance, approached. She did not promise realms or martial prowess. Instead, she offered the love of Helen, daughter of Zeus and Leda, and widely considered the most beautiful woman alive. In many retellings, Aphrodite enhanced her appeal by disrobing or by summoning sweet fragrances, ensuring that Paris's senses were overwhelmed. The choice confronted him with the essence of power, political dominion, intellectual and martial excellence, or passionate love. After deliberation, he handed the apple to Aphrodite. His selection, seemingly a personal preference, had cosmic repercussions. Hera's scorn turned to hatred toward Troy. Athena, feeling spurned, vowed to oppose Paris and his people. Aphrodite, however, became his ally and set her plans in motion to deliver Helen to him. True to her word, Aphrodite plotted to unite Paris with Helen. Helen of Sparta, the daughter of Zeus and Leda, was so beautiful that princes from all over Greece vied for her hand. To prevent violence, her stepfather Tyndareus made her suitors promise to support whichever man she chose. Helen selected Menelaus, brother of Agamemnon and king of Sparta, and the oath bound Greece to defend their marriage. Aphrodite instructed Paris to visit Sparta under the guise of diplomacy. Menelaus, bound by the sacred code of Xenia, welcomed him as a guest. When Menelaus left to attend a funeral, Aphrodite inflamed Helen's heart. In some versions, she eloped willingly. In others, she was spirited away. Either way, Paris departed with Helen and Spartan treasure. Their flight broke the guest-host bond and violated the suitor's oath. Menelaus appealed to Agamemnon, who rallied the Greek princes to sail for Troy. Thus, a decision born of desire set the stage for war. Answering Menelaus's call, Agamemnon summoned the leaders of Greece to honor their pledge. Odysseus, Achilles, Nestor, Ajax, Diomedes, and many others joined the expedition. According to legend, a fleet of 1,000 ships gathered at Aulis, waiting for favorable winds. When the winds stalled, the seer Calchas declared that Artemis was angered and that Agamemnon's daughter must be sacrificed. After this grim act, the fleet sailed. Envoys sent to Troy demanded Helen's return. Paris and his allies refused, and the Greek armies laid siege. Over the next decade, gods and heroes clashed. Hera and Athena aided the Greeks, still furious at Paris, while Aphrodite and Apollo supported Troy. The war produced countless legends. Hector's heroism, Achilles' wrath, and Odysseus' cunning with the wooden horse, that all traced their origins back to the golden apple and Paris' fateful judgment. The golden apple of discord is a potent symbol. The simple inscription, "To the Fairest," encapsulates the destructive power of vanity and competitiveness. Eris's exclusion from the wedding highlights how slighted individuals can become agents of chaos. Her apple deliberately triggers conflict, reflecting how minor slights can grow into major disputes. The goddess's bribes reveal three fundamental forms of power: political sovereignty, Hera's promise; intellectual and military prowess, Athena's gift; and erotic or romantic fulfillment, Aphrodite's offer. Paris's decision to choose love over power or wisdom speaks to the human tendency to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term responsibility. This choice, seemingly personal, has communal consequences: Troy's destruction and countless deaths. At the same time, the myth interweaves concepts of fate and free will. The prophecy that Paris would cause Troy's downfall suggests a predetermined destiny, yet the characters' actions, Zeus's delegation, Eris's spiteful gift, Paris's choice, Helen's departure, and Menelaus's call to arms, demonstrate agency. Greek mythology often employs such tensions to explore whether individuals can escape their fated roles. The concept of xenia, hospitality, and its violation by Paris underscores moral codes that governed ancient society. Breaking these codes invites divine and human retribution. Finally, the apple of discord enters the modern lexicon as a phrase describing any minor issue that provokes disproportionate conflict.